This video is not just for you, the viewer, the listener, the subscriber. This video is also for me. This is a very important topic. This is a very relevant topic to just about anyone in America. And this video, I hope, can be used as a reference that we can look back at months, days, weeks, years from now and refer back to reassure us. And today, I would like to offer a remedy for stress or anxiety. The Bible talks about it quite often, and the first scripture that I've decided to share is Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 7. It says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guide your hearts and minds in Jesus Christ." And again, this is for that coach who may be in a tough spot, whether that's making a decision that might be controversial, or maybe it's moving on from one place to the other, or maybe it's applying for a job or hoping for a position and not sure if it'll happen, and needing and wanting it and still not sure if it'll happen. This is also, for that athlete who maybe needs to make a decision, or, that athlete that just maybe wants to try something else, or maybe has had thoughts of doing different activities or maybe positions. I don't want to make small things seem insignificant. Anything can sometimes cause us to feel a little anxious or stressed. It's not always big things, but then for that student athlete who may be dealing with the big thing of going to college, a huge life change, or paying for college, whether or not you're a scholarship athlete or not, and the new things that come with life. I'll speak for myself, when I say I typically like to be in charge of what I do. And, I talked to my dad about it recently, in the things that I'm dealing with. And, he said sometimes God, allows us to walk through some uncertainty, not confusion, because God is not a God of confusion, but uncertainty, not knowing all the details of what's going to happen next or what he has in store for us. Because it is true, if we knew everything, we probably screwed up. Like, oh, he's gonna give me that job? I don't know, maybe the next city. No, sometimes I just speak for me. I know I'd probably mess some things up if I knew everything. So, the Bible is very clear for us. The Bible really does offer a lot of advice, life advice, and nothing that happens under the sun is surprising to God, and nothing under the sun happens outside his will. As hard as it is to believe sometimes, that is the case. And, when we rest all our cares upon him, when we begin to pray and just trust, choosing to trust in him, he gives us a peace that surpasses all understanding. Our human logic has limits. We can't fathom everything. We can't understand everything, and we want to. I know I want to sometimes, but God's peace surpasses all human understanding, all logic that we may have. Like, I can walk in the face of this uncertainty and still have peace and joy. And it's just like, you tell anyone, who maybe isn't a follower of Christ, or maybe isn't currently following him the same way you are, they may not understand that. But the Bible makes it clear. The peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Jesus Christ. And the mind is really what, I'll speak for myself, a lot of times gets in the way. I'll overthink, or, because I'm unsure and because I'm overthinking, I'll maybe eat less. And anyone who knows me knows I love to eat food. So it can get in the way of things that you normally do, things that you need to do. You allow anxiety and stress to get in the way. And the Bible, again, is the perfect, answer. The other scripture I would like to use is Psalms chapter 94, verse 19. And it says, "When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy." And, there are layers, there are levels. Everyone does not deal with the same levels of stress or anxiety or uncertainty the same. We're not all made the same. So, we all need God. We all need God's guidance because He made us as unique as we are. So, the best person to go to in your unique circumstance is the one who made you so unique and gave you this unique journey, gave you this unique path. Just me personally, the things that I'm going through or the situations that I'm facing, I have to sometimes sit down, open my Bible, pray, and just allow God to speak to me, allow God to make things clear to me that maybe are not clear, or remind me of things that I already know, but in my circumstance, I'm allowing myself to forget it. I'm allowing myself to ignore what I've already known, ignore who God has been in my life, and ignore the fact that He has never failed me. He's never left me hanging. He always has a plan. He always follows through with his plan. And, that's the only source of assurance in this world, a lot of times, that is guaranteed, and that is God. So whether you're that coach going through this time of uncertainty, or you're that athlete going through this time of uncertainty, or just that student going through this time of uncertainty, sometimes it really is us getting in God's way, or trying to get in God's way with overthinking, or sometimes not thinking enough of God, not thinking enough of His power, not thinking enough of what He wants for us. Just because we may not feel worthy, He still has a plan for us when we decide to follow Him. And that is what I would encourage anyone to do, is to, like our playbooks, like our workouts and sports programs, we lock in when we're trying to get better. I would encourage us all as believers to lock in this time of uncertainty, if you're facing that, and to trust God, read His word, and allow Him to give you that peace that will surpass all understanding. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in, looking at the videos. We got new things coming here soon. I will have interviews. Just trust me on that, okay? I'm not gonna give too much away, but it's coming. Be patient with me. Thank you guys.